Hey, what's up YouTube? Here's David or DB. Welcome to a different type of video, and this is a video that I will find very interesting to make. It's a showcase. I've already made set photos, set artworks, because you already seen the title. But it's essentially us just talking about it and just seeing, I guess, my perspective and opinions, and I guess my overall awe of what is happening currently within the art world, within our world by itself. Because art, I always felt, was like the last possible way to rebel against society, against the matrix, against whatever you want to call this. Art was ultimately the final stand, the final bastion, whatever you want to call it, of simply protecting your own individual freedom. But now we're in an era that artists can be simply replaced, which is scary because that just makes them, as people, redundant, valueless. I mean, photography by itself, which is my biggest passion, is already at the verge of extinction with simply the introduction of smartphones. Yes, there's a special type of person that can create really effective photographs, but everyone can make a good photo. That's all you need. You don't need masterpieces to post on Instagram. You don't need thought-provoking works of art. You just need a good photo to get those likes. That's simply all you do. For example, I should probably say on my Instagram currently, even though I have barely any followers and barely any support, my most liked Instagram post is my most simplest Instagram post. I feel all my other Instagram posts are either more creatively executed, I spend more time on them, but for some dumb reason my most liked one is simply my most simplest one, me just literally taking a photo of a perfume bottle. Also, why did I say perfume? It's called cologne. English not my strongest point, I guess, today. I mean, same shit to be realistically, just fucking different name for man and woman, same shit at the end of the day. It's just fucking water that smells at the end of the day, literally. Or alcohol that smells, whatever you want to call it. But I found it interesting how that is my most liked post, considering I've made more photoshopped artistic posts, one where I set the mood to be something unique, I think, or with unique perspective and angles photographs, or photographs that should be deemed more cute, aka animal photography. But no, my most simplest one just got the most likes, which I mean, fair enough, I guess. But it just shows the example how no one really cares anymore about artistic value, I guess, if that makes sense. But yeah, enough of the rambling. We shall get into Photoshop, and I shall just talk about these artworks as I please, basically. That's kind of the ultimate goal of this video. And I've made a bunch. I'm gonna actually quickly just open this to my side. Fuck, I'm gonna have to blur that just so you guys don't get spoiled basically about half the video. My bad. So the first post that what tags I use, just so you know. I wanted to use, okay, I'm saying this is fun, but I wanted to see more of a One Piece type vibe basically. So I went for Pirate King, Traitor, Rebel, Devil, and Energy, and Sight. Those are the tags that I used to create this artwork. So let's see what I came up with. This is crazy, man. Artistically, this is, I think, crazy. This is very detailed. This is also very abstract. You have a figure, but you know it's not a figure simply due to the nature of the artwork. Also, you can see the fucking devil team in this by a mile shot. I'm on a fucking Reddit in there. In the background, what it looks like is just him, English. In the background, we can kind of see is to me that looks like what is devoured. severed limbs, his pose, walking. I think this photo is sick. I think this photo is really, 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 really sick. And it's, in my opinion, crazy that AI could have done this with just those simple words, with just that, nothing more. Anyhow, moving on. So that will be an anime girl protagonist. Because I wanted to explore, I guess, the ends of what the AI can solve. By the way, I've done this all with Midjourney, if you're wondering. If you want to do this yourself, just search up Midjourney and you can join up their Discord and create all of these yourselves. You have, like me, I think it's 25 free samples, so go ahead and have fun. So my next question was, because I started off with this to be like, okay, fun. This is going to be fun, nice, cool. Can AI replace animators? Like, can we get to a stage that we will be literally writing keywords and our ideal manga slash, or maybe even novel gets just illustrated right in front of us? It could potentially. It could potentially. This is better than a lot of artists could ever draw. This is better than like 99% of artists in the world will ever be able to draw. Crazy, huh? So imagine the AI gets so advanced to a stage that first you just start by creating your character. And eventually when you like accept that, like, okay, this is my character, you create everything from the head, torso, and you make everything match. You get me? AI created, blah blah blah. So you have a full 3D model of that character. So essentially the AI can put them in any situation they please. And because they're not giving you the 3D model on the 2D plane, but the AI has that 3D model stored, it can work around lighting and things like that artificially behind the scenes. So eventually you confirm your model, and then you can literally paste that model into any scene you want and make it do anything you want, basically. I found this crazy. So then I also went for an anime boy protagonist. Like, this is a believable protag. Both of these are believable protags in an anime. Obviously this is more of a portrait painting style, but you get the point though. Because this is all very, very new. Very, very, very new. So now imagine in a few years' time, you can even select a specific style you want your thing to be. So you literally could just have just an outline style, aka just a manga style, like comic book style. What's good about this is those creative people who would never be able to accomplish this / draw all of this would be able to make their own artworks then. But then comes the argument, is it your own artwork at that point? Because technically all of this isn't mine, right? Technically it's just a random generation, compilation, whatever you want to call it. Technically it's not mine. I mean, I put in the words to create this, sure, but I don't own those words, do I now? I haven't spent actual time developing this and creating this. I don't know, man. I simply don't know. Next up, probably my most interesting one, because I wanted to explore the realm of basically video games. So next one is Life is Strange, Childhood, Time and Space, and Control. Those are my next keywords, because I wanted to see how much of the Life is Strange atmosphere I could capture. Because I always treat Life is Strange more than a video game as a feeling, like as an atmosphere, as a aesthetic. That's how I view all those games. They're a specific aesthetic. I mean, that got captured really, really fucking well. This looks like something straight after like a Life is Strange aesthetic. You have the hearts of love, basically, kind of also mimicking a butterfly if you want to imagine it that way. You have the whole space. You have all the little vignettes just focusing, controlling the space. You have the Life is Strange girl, basically. You're looking at a distance. She looks defeated. Her arms are fully down. You can feel the absolute depression out of this, and she's just looking into the space. This was amazing, man. This was another amazing artwork. I mean, all of these are amazing. All of these are interesting. All of these are abstract. We'll get to very, very interesting topics later on, so please stay tuned for this video, because I'm going to be going... I even went as far as just put one word into the AI generator. One really powerful word, for example. That's what I went for, basically. Next up, we're going back for the same exact what are they called again? Keywords as the very, very first one. Just for some reason it's in a different order. Whatever. So yeah, this I thought was crazy, because I don't know what I'm exactly looking at. Because to me, how this looks, at least to me, this looks like a war. This looks like they're fighting or something along those lines, or they're waiting to fight something. Because this to me doesn't look like a ship. This is a pirate king, literally. And here's a regular pirate, just in comparison, sitting at the docks. But that is the pirate king. I think that this photograph made it better with the keywords. He's using a pirate flag as his sight, which is crazy. He has that devil smoke around him, the devil aura. Everything here is an absolute work of art, literally. And yeah, moving on further. Okay, so here are where we're going to be getting into the keywords. I just put in religion. I literally just put in religion. And this was actually an interesting photograph. Because you have the whole nun, yeah? But she's not natural. Her eyes are clearly tainted in some form of way. Her skin is clearly not pure in some form of way. And why, if I put religion, why is she in such a dark place? Why is everything so dark? I understand this is stretching and this is literally just an AI generated image, but it simply brings up the question: do robots see, or I guess calculate, words differently than us? Because if we think religion, yes, of course, there's the war parts, there's blah blah, there's all the thing, but like ultimately religion is a sense of trying to control people. That's ultimately what religion was in the first place designed for. I understand I might even get hate for saying things out loud like this, but this is just my opinion, blah blah blah. Because ultimately religion was designed for control. If you want like really me to go into in depth about this in specific videos, cool, let me know in the comments below. But if you want an example of this, why did the Catholic Church lose all its power? It no longer has control over people. People no longer pay the church the amounts of money that they used to. The Catholic Church used to be equal with the government. No, it's no longer it is. I mean, if people believe so strongly in said Catholic Church, why isn't it so powerful? That's obviously one example of it. The other one was just to divide people and keep control of people and to prevent people from doing what you don't please, basically. It's also another form of separation. Because I ultimately believe everyone is equal. Everyone is born equal. I should be very more specific. No one in this universe is equal, but everyone, I believe, is born equal. Whatever happens after birth, that's out of anyone's control, I think. That includes diseases, poverty, even something as simple as your height, your aesthetics, your strengths and weaknesses. Whatever happens after birth, we simply are different, and that's just a sad reality. We will never achieve true equality, if you want me to know. Anyhow, we're going way off topic. Let's go into the second religion one, because this one was fucking amazing. This is more what I was looking for. She's in some kind of sanctorium. This being is in some form of sanctorium. My initial thoughts was, at least this is essentially a video of me interpreting AI art. This is essentially a video of that. My initial thoughts was, she's looking out towards this divine kingdom, this divine place. But you know what actually changed my mind about this? I think that red in her eyes is looking towards us. I think this red behind her is her or his or whatever this is energy. Everything up here is amazing, but the second you go back down to reality, it's just dark and black and mundane. But this thing is looking towards us. This thing is protecting us from getting into said religion, said divine place. I'm not sure what this is meant to represent, but the way I'm interpreting this photo, for example, is that this idea will stop us from getting ultimately into a said place. Because at first I thought this was something just looking towards the place, like also admiring it. But why would the AI have such dark colors in a religious post? Obviously, this is all just speculation. This is all just personal interpretation. This is all videos for fun. Keep that in mind, please. Next up, another keyword example: society. Ouch. This one really fucking hits the spot, doesn't it? It's just a bunch of people. They're going down one way. That's all the option they're getting. One way towards an industrial factory, basically. That all is society. They're all inside a dark path. Red, maybe to symbolize their feeling, their anger. But they're all one direction. All going into one direction. They have no choice. There's nothing else but this opening. They're all going this way, and all you see there is just an industrial plant, basically. Fuck me, this hits deep, doesn't it? This one hits deep. And the next one of society is another perfect example. This, I believe, kind of would support the whole theory. If you don't believe this, I think you should really start thinking about it, though. There's ultimately a select group of people controlling this world. As much as you want to believe or disagree with that, whatever point you'll do, ultimately no one will realistically know. That is how powerful that select group of people will be. That is how powerful they ultimately are. It is what it is. We might never find them. We probably will never find them. We finally don't know, or 99% of people will never even think of thinking that. But if there's an image that I think would describe this, would be this. So we have a man and a woman. They don't care about each other's gender. They just see the world. They're standing next to each other. These are I'm talking from the perspective of supposed most powerful people on the planet. Notice both of them are looking up. Both of them are looking up. They're looking towards the top of society, the nice blue, divine looking, Olympus-like status of a building. They're not looking down. This is where we are. This is where all the smoke is generated, all the hate, all the wars, all the conflicts. But the people who control the world, they don't look at us. They look up. They look where they can go, basically. They don't need to look down. They're that powerful. This is another example of that. And this is interesting because it's the same one. So this is where we are. This is where we are. And we are looking at the red. We are looking at hating one another. We are looking at hating our lives. We're looking at all of this. The people who control the world, they're looking up. They're not looking where we are looking. They're looking from a distance also. They're not involved in this mess. They're outside this mess. Again, all ideas, all speculations, all just interpretation of art. Next up, the Big Bang, which I think was the most interesting one, if I'm being honest, personally. That's interesting. Obviously, the Big Bang is more of a idea. Okay, it's not even more of an idea, but how it looks, it's probably an idea, because no one really, I think, knows how it looks. No one obviously will ever know, considering it happened X millions of years ago. I just think it's a cool photograph. Fucking AI drawing. Next, Big Bang. This one was also interesting. This is more divine, and this is more like the universe expanding from the center. Also looks really, really, really cool. Anyhow, let's take a pause from all the serious bullshit. Now we're going on just fun images. All of the next images are just fun. Me having fun, basically. Next up, it was Timekeeper, Guardian, Ragnarok, and Endless Space. This one looks cool as shit. I love the absolute intricate design of this person. This is just some like omnipotent type being basically at this point. I think it looks cool. I think this would be this will look cool as a villain in some maybe anime or manga as well. I like this. It's just a nice, a cool one basically. Not much to discuss here. Okay, here is where I went really, really, really abstract and weird. So I put in Uchiha, I put in Venom, I put in Riddles, Divine, I put in Adam, as in from Adam and Eve, I put in Zeus, and I put in Love. This is definitely the most abstract photo you're gonna see all day. I personally have no clue even how to describe this. I might even use this as a thumbnail because this is absolutely interesting to even look at. Because like you have so much hair and you have so much red. I see. The only thing I can kind of see is like the Adam part. Okay, why is Siri activated? The Adam part, as in this is the garden of Adam and Eve. But what this is, no fucking clue, man. No fucking clue. And next up, okay, this is a little bit more serious. I just put in War, Universe, Future. You probably guessed what AI would generate. Pretty interesting photo. Essentially just a depiction of us being in war in the future, and that's about it. Yeah, I kind of wasted my thing on this one, but whatever. Anyhow, because you remember you get like 25 free, so... and also if you alter them, they also take away a few free ones, so make sure to use them correctly. Anyhow, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's your boy DBEE. Definitely a more interesting video and a more abstract video, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys want more of this and more of me just interpreting AI art, make sure to let me know in the comments below. And if this video hits, let's say 10 likes, I'll do another one simply. Yeah, fuck it. Thank you guys for watching. It was your boy DB. Peace out. Goodbye.